Christmas once again, and welcome back to Bears and Balls. I'm your host, Riva Galveztan, and we have our very special guest for our specialty business for the holidays. None other than Miss Mary Grace Dimacali. Welcome back to the show. Yeah, we just had to take a break for a while and eat some ensemada. I'm kidding. Well, you can visit her stores later on, or order ensemada, cheese rolls, or other products for Christmas. I'm sure you have more, and we'll discuss that later.
We have specialty cases.
So yeah, earlier we were talking about how you went about your business and how everything came to be the business it is right now, and I'm really very happy for you. And it's been very of course challenging, but at the same time I know that all the hard work is paying off at the moment, and maybe in the future also, for sure. Not maybe. So there, I wanted to know, of course, a lot of young people out there, moms or whoever, want to start their pastry business or maybe have started it already. What would be a great tip for them to start? I said, there are a lot of other pastry businesses out there, and how do you become more competitive, and how do you really, start with something that's unique? 'Cause you can be just, run-of-the-mill brownies.
Be the best. You may make only a brownie, or you may make only a cookie.
Yeah.
But it's the best oatmeal cookie, or it's the best brownie. And then you'll be remembered for that. You'll make your mark. Just the way I did with my cheese rolls and my ensemadas.
Yeah, I was thinking before, there's so many ensemadas anyway.
Right.
How did Mary Grace stand out? But I think, as you said, now I know the...
Well, it's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah, of
diba?
course.
It's the quality of the product, it's the price, it's how you deliver the product to
How you
the
present
customers,
it,
how you
yeah.
present it, the trust that you build, the brand that you build through the years.
So they should never sacrifice quality.
Right.
I mean, there are many. I'm sure the recipe was concocted by you personally. So
Truly,
it wasn't
truly,
lifted from
yes.
the internet
Truly,
or
yeah,
a
that's
book.
good, yeah.
Because I think that's something people should also
Right,
remember.
right.
Be different. And
Be different. Be innovative. Don't be afraid to experiment. And you know what's good. So achieve it. Do your very best to get there. Don't settle for second best. Be the best.
And when you were young, I was just curious. Were you really interested in ensemada and cheese rolls already, or was it just pastries in
I
general?
was fascinated. I was fascinated with bread or cakes rising in the oven. I think it was just magical, simply magical.
For you,
I had great respect for the baker, truly.
Wow.
I was truly in awe. I mean, put flour and yeast together, and then before you know it, you see this growing thing before your eyes. And then later on, good to eat. What could be more magical than that, diba?
So that was what really inspired you to...
Really. I had fascination. And I think business is all about fascination.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
something you're really interested in, you're passionate about.
Yeah,
I mean, it shows how, of course.
I consider very restful. Release me in a bookstore, and I right away go to the recipes section.
It really excites
That's
you.
really where naturally I'm drawn. So being an entrepreneur is doing what you are naturally drawn to do.
Yeah. Because if it's something you don't like, how can you survive doing it?
That's
yeah.
right. That's
And
right.
in
It's
your
about
case,
a
of course,
love.
it shows a lot that you love what you're doing.
And up to this day, I mean, how many years from the mid 1980s, I'm still concocting. I'm
It's a
still,
continuous thing.
It's
Like
a continuous thing.
Even if your ensemadas are a hit, your cheese rolls
Yeah.
and everything, there are other, as I've said, other
Right,
products
right,
that
yeah.
people can try. And I think, talking about products, I think this Christmas, since we have 2 days left,
Oh yeah.
it's not too late for
Yeah.
a Christmas
Right,
rush. What are the products you'd recommend for? I mean, I'm
Okay.
sure you'll say, okay, the products are this and that, but I mean, sure, there are many people who like more of the sweet stuff, of the chocolate stuff, of the I don't know what is a good recommendation for that.
The ensemadas and the cheese rolls, I guess, they're not too sweet. You'd love to eat them.
good for
Especially with a
family,
cup of
yeah.
hot chocolate, and that's how we serve it
Wow.
in Cafe Mary Grace. We have variants of hot chocolates there.
And they use
You
local hot chocolate. I mean, the ones from
We
Batangas.
use European. And
European.
yes, and we use also our own.
Your own,
local.
okay.
Yes, local chocolate.
And-
And then if you're the type who don't want to go with the Christmas rush, Even if fruitcake should be, such a beaten product,
Yeah.
if you find a good one, like if you find a Mary Grace fruitcake, and that was really my first product, Riva, and you like it, and you think you like to share it with loved ones, fruitcake is great because then you can keep it in your top of your
Yeah,
shelf,
of course,
your
of
kitchen
course.
shelf,
It
and
doesn't
then,
melt.
yeah, the branding,
Yeah.
even makes it age and,
Yeah,
and
of
it makes
course.
it more delicious.
So you have fruitcakes as well right now.
We've got some squares as well.
Lemon squares.
Fudge squares, lemon squares, food for the gods. Things I love to eat, no?
Yeah.
We've got a variety of cakes, maybe around 9 or 10 cakes
Wow,
now.
9 or 10. What are those, if you don't mind?
First, we had
discussing?
the chocolate cake. We have the variant black velvet. We have the truffle cake. We have the usual classic choco mousse. We have Sans Rival, another classic. We have mango bene. We've got, what else do I have? Pudding, Mary Grace pudding. That's the ensaimadas that don't get sold within the 24 hours.
Oh,
and then
you
we
turn it into
mix them
pudding.
up with egg, and it's wonderful too. And so if you see a Mary Grace pudding on the shelf, grab it, because that's not always.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you, okay, sorry, what do you do with expired, not expired, but after each day? Yeah, because
right.
I'm sure you want to serve them fresh, and after that,
yes.
I'm just curious again why.
You asked me what makes us different, no?
Yeah.
I have to say that we strictly keep to a 24-hour window from the time that
It's
they
delivered.
come out from the oven.
Oh, from the time they
come out from the oven.
wow.
We have to sell that within 24 hours. So here's a little tip to people out there. We're closed on Christmas Day. That's the 25th, So we have excess boxes on the 24th. Either we sell them to friends at a
Discount,
30% discount, or we make them into pudding.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
wonderful. So good.
So
good.
in that way, you don't really waste.
We don't waste. Yeah. Right.
But do you, so how about for your other stores, how are you able to monitor do you give them a cutoff time? Okay, at this time you have to really,
we're very strict about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really tell them that, okay, don't sell it anymore, even if
right.
someone
that
wants
goes
to
back.
order it.
That goes back to the commissary. Yeah.
That's
Because
good.
we want to
It's
give
quality
the
control.
customer what he paid for it.
Yeah.
Diba? He buys an ensaymada at 52 a piece. Diba?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money too,
Yeah, of
So we
course.
want to give him that delightful experience of biting into a wonderful, soft and meltingly thing in your mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes me really hungry now again. So okay, moving on. How do you intend to pursue this business in the coming years? I mean, I'm sure you've done your plans in the beginning when you started, but now how do you? I mean, from 2009 onwards, how do you see your business growing?
Right now, I've accomplished the first phase of my business, and that was my 5-year plan of establishing a certain number of kiosks. Now we moved on to, I think, a higher plane, and these are the cafes.
Yeah.
So in 5 years, I'd like to see ourselves, grow
Like a Mary Grace
3 or 4
mall.
times.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
A mall of ensaimadas.
No, I'd like to see those cafes
Really
in more
growing.
strategic areas in Manila and maybe in other cities in the country. Yeah.
That's great. And now I'm sure your kids are helping you out in the business.
That's
Yeah.
one of the priceless experiences.
Another price. Yeah, because usually kids don't want to work for their family business.
Yeah, they just gravitated naturally
and they were the ones who really
without mother
volunteered.
nagging. Yeah, they
that's
volunteered.
Great.
I have 3 of them. Ironically, 3 sons.
3 boys.
One day maybe my daughters will join me, but an elder daughter joined corporate life. But she is into cooking. She likes to cook as well. She has, she has to be given lang the
exposure,
opportunity
yeah.
to learn, But the instinct is in her. And I have a daughter, youngest daughter. She's graduating, so we'll give her time to enjoy the world out there, and then hopefully she'll come back. But at the moment, I've got 3 sons,
Working
3
for
grown-up
you.
boys.
Wow.
Yeah,
Isn't
working
that
with
amazing?
mom. That's the most
Yeah.
amazing.
And
thing.
they like it also.
Yes, they do. It's theirs. It's a legacy.
Of
Diba?
course,
It's
of course.
priceless.
They'll change the name eventually. No, I'm kidding.
Mary Grace and Sons.
That's
That'd be
better.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The expansion will really show with the sons and the daughters.
Yeah, with the
It'll
sons.
be Mary Grace
yeah.
and family now.